Hello students, in this video we see how we can use view state, or what is the use of view state, or what is mean by view state in ASP.NET application. Here I am creating one website named State Management Demo website or demo site, and inside this website I am creating one new item and giving the name as view state demo. I'm giving the name for this web page as viewstatedemo.aspx. I'm selecting the master page and click on add. So here is my design view. Now I'm going towards the code window. I'm adding one button, and then I'm going towards, before adding button, I'm adding one label also. Then I'm double clicking on button. Here what I am doing, here I am taking one integer I and initializing it 0, and then I am setting the label one.text as ++I. Okay, whatever the value present in I am adding 1 into that and placing its value to label .text property. So this is my button one click code, and initially I am setting, after page is loading initially I am loading the value of I into that label I.toString. Okay, the value of I is integer, and we want string type value inside this text, so we need to typecast or conversion from integer to string. So what happened here, initially integer I is equal to 0 means 0 value initializable to I, then page load event will be fired, and inside label 0 value will be displayed. Okay, then if user clicks on button, then this code will be executed, and in that code what we have written ++I means initially the value of I is 0, so ++I, this is the prefix operator, means value will be incremented first and then assigned to label. So value will be incremented as 1 and then assigned to label, means after click on button, the label value will be changed from 0 to 1. Then again if user clicks on second time, when user clicks on button, then we will see what happens. What is my requirement? I want to change the value of label as 1, 2, 3, 4 incremented, like in incremented manner, but we see after running this application what happened. I want the label value as 1, 2, 3, 4. When user clicks on button, sequentially value will be incremented. That functionality I want, but see what happened. We run once again. Okay, page is loaded. It takes some time sometimes. See the URL, localhost state management demo site, view state demo. Initially page load will be executed, so 0 value we are placing inside label. In page load there is a code, right? Here is a page load, and 0 value is stored inside this label.text. So we see here 0 value. Now when we click on button, value will be incremented. Value is incremented here. But now if I click once again, then value will not be incremented. Value is not incremented to 3. I want 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but it is not incremented. So why it is not incremented? See, I'm stopping debugging. Then what happened here? What is the sequence? If you know the page life cycle, you may understand what happens behind this code. Whenever we click on button, page load will be executed first. Okay, this initialization will be executed first, and then page load will be executed. Then again this button click event, after that button click event will be executed. So value will be initialized as 0. Okay, first time value will be initialized as 0, then page load occurs, then button click event occurs. Similarly, whenever we go to the server and get back from the server, similar things will be repeated. So again, i's value will be initialized to 0. Means initialization part first will be executed, then page load runs, and then button click event run. Whenever we click on button click, this code will be executed. In a similar fashion, this code will be executed. But I don't want to initialize this I is equal to 0 all the time. I want that i's old value, and in that old value I need to increase 1. But I don't want to initialize this I once again, or on each load I don't want to initialize this I. So I want that old value of I, and inside that old value I am incremented, and then displaying that new value, incremented value inside this label.text. So how we can do this? This HTTP, what when page will be reloaded, page will be posted back to the client side. Request goes to the server, and as a response, HTML response we get. When you see view page source, then this response comes from the server. Here there is no any C# code. Only HTML, CSS and JavaScript you see here, because our browser only understand these type of code, HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Okay, our browser can't understand the code of C# or Java, means server-side scripting language we run only on server and not on browser. So we run that server-side scripting language code on server, and server sends back to our browser as a response, and in that response this code is there. Only HTML response we get at client machine. So server process on our request and send the resulted page, which is the HTML page, to the browser, which browser understandable. Okay, whatever the browser understand, only that particular response server sends back to the client machine. And on client machine we run browser, and inside browser we run our website. Whenever we click or whenever we request a particular page, a request goes to the server, and response comes from that particular server. Response comes from the server to client machine. Client machine browser get the response as the HTML source. Okay, this is the response comes from the server. So what I mean to say, server side scripting languages code like Java, PHP or C# code only runs on server side, and browser understands only the HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So server needs to send a response in the HTML format only, so that browser can understand it and render it. So this is the page which server sent to the browser. Here inside our example, server is the same machine, because here is, see carefully, localhost means same machine act as a server and same machine act as a client. There is no any server which is remotely and we are accessing that remote server. Here our same machine is act as a server and same machine act as a client. So here if we want the result as whenever click on button, my value will be incremented 1 2 3 4. Means what I want, I want that old value of label and increment in that old value. So such functionality we want, but here which protocol is used? HTTP, that is Hypertext Transfer Protocol is used whenever we request a page from the server, and whenever server sends back to the client machine as a response, HTTP protocol is used, which is stateless. Means no state or no any state is maintained between a round trip. When control goes to the server and return back to the client machine, there is no any state maintained by this HTTP protocol. Means these values, whatever the value present inside the control, is not stored anywhere inside our application. If such things are happened, then there is no any value which is stored inside that label or inside any control. We are not storing. Then whenever page load occurs, all the initialization done first, then page load occurs, and then whatever the event, means button click and all event will be happen. So each time initialization takes place. In our example, each time I will be initialized to 0. So we are not getting that i's old value. Okay, and we want that old value, so state we need to maintain. Whatever the value present inside that particular label or text box or drop down list, we want that old value, so we need state management. By default view state is used, or view state is maintained for all the controls. Okay, we see before going towards the text box control, we see how we can use by using coding. Forcefully we are maintaining the view state.